Well, that's Subramanian Swamy as usual. Mr. Controversy lands himself straight in the middle of another one when he probably did not expect it to be the case. Subramanian Swamy is taking on T. Shiva of the DMK, Member of Parliament in the Rajya Sabha, and Dr. Naganathan, founder of youth.org. He's been a long time Subramanian Swamy beta. Now, what really, Mr. Naganathan, I think, you know, if you're really going to speak for the Tamil people, then you should thank Subramanian Swamy on television tonight. You should congratulate him. He says at least he should be congratulated for his efforts in bringing back Indian fishermen. Is that not doing something that Narendra Modi said he would do in the run-up to the elections? Are you jealous of him?
Arnav, at what? Not at all. Not at all. See, Subramanian Swamy is known for this type of populistic politics. When one type of wave is one side, Subramanian Swamy will take an opposite side. His negativity is his strong point to erupt controversies. Regarding this fishermen issue, three things have to be very clear. Indian fishermen has traditional fishing rights over Sri Lankan integral territory because it's based on Kachativu. See, Kachativu was given to Sri Lanka without parliament ratification. That's why the Supreme Court of India in Berbari case clearly gave that without any constitutional authority, we can't succeed any foreign territory to any nation.
Right on top, Subramanian Swamy goes to Sri Lanka, right? He goes and meets the president of Sri Lanka and he negotiates the release of fishermen. And
This
he gets an
negotiation
assurance.
has failed. In August. In August month, Subramanian Swamy asked for permit rights for 3 years. He was denied. Sri Lankan government denied that. We should ask Subramanian Swamy on that. You asked permission for permit for 3 years. It was denied by the Sri Lankan government.
No.
You should speak up on that.
No. What is the action today? Today, while I'm going to let Subramanian Swamy listen to a few others. Mr. Siva, you want Subramanian Swamy to be put in jail now for getting fishermen out?
See,
you have said today when you spoke to our channel, I want action against Subramanian Swamy.
No, I said the BJP government should advise his party member. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mr. Siva, so can he. Even Swamy can hear you.
Please tell me.
I can hear you.
Tell me, please.
No, my question is, why do you want action against Subramanian Swamy?
See, in what capacity he has advised the government of Sri Lanka and not to release the boats and to release the fishermen? First question. And whatever be his comments with regard to the release of the fishing boats is totally unfair, illogical and inhuman. I think no person will speak against the people of his own country. And so also there is no logical stand in his arguing that the fishing boats should not be released. And third, it is totally inhuman to speak against a section of the people whose livelihood is only fishing and they know not any other
So you're saying people's lives are not important, boats are. You're saying that people's lives are not important, but boats are more important.
But what?
You are saying people's lives, fishermen's lives are not important. Fishermen are not important, the boats are more important.
No. See, as long as the UPA government was there, Mr. Goswami, as long as the UPA government was there, the fishermen were also released and the boats were also released. But only recently, of late, only the fishermen are released and the boats are not released. And without that, they cannot have their livelihood. So, what is the reason or what logic in arguing that the fishermen only should be released and not the boats?
Why did you do this, Mr. Swamy?
It is unfair.
No, so why did you do this, Mr. Swamy?
One person antagonize?
Okay, fine. Let's hear him and then you can respond. Why did you do this, Mr. Swamy? Why did you go and tell the Sri Lankans not to release the boats of the Indian fishermen? Please explain yourself.
Well, first of all, the DMK is naturally concerned because they are one of their prominent members, Mr. Balu, owns a lot of these boats. And therefore, he is particularly insistent that somehow the boats should be released by the Sri Lankan government. The fact of the matter is that the Fishermen Association in Rameshwaram gave me a petition saying that none of these DMK and ADMK parties are doing anything. You know the Sri Lankan president. Can you do something for us, because our families are all being very affected? So I raised this with the Sri Lankan president, and the Sri Lankan president, after hearing me, asked him that, you know, these are fishermen, are employees in a sense, and why should you you know, put them through all this tribulation? He said, well, in that case I am ready to release them, but I will not release the boats, because these boats are mechanized boats and they have already ruined India, wiping out the entire fishing population, and now they want to come to our...
But you see, these Tamil parties don't trust you.
And
these Tamil parties say they don't trust you anymore. You know how serious that charge is. Mr. Naganathan, what is the basic issue? Do you not trust Mr. Swamy?
First of all,
no, do you not trust Mr. Swamy? 1 second.
If Subramanian Swamy is so much concerned about the Indian fishermen, let him go and talk to Rajapakse for the retrieval of Kachativu. Let us get back Kachativu. Let Subramanian Swamy do this for us, so that all the Indian fishermen will be loyal to them for their lifetime and restore the fishing rights of the Indian fishermen.
For Rajapakse.
Let him do that. Let him do that one particular move. Retrieval of Kachativu, given without any parliament ratification. Since he's a Supreme Court lawyer, he should understand no foreign territory should be succeeded to any foreign nation without parliament ratification.
Did I hear you?
Was done like that.
Did you say there, Mr. Siva, that he is actually batting for the Sri Lankan government? Are you saying that Subramanian Swamy is more loyal to the Sri Lankan government than his own government? Did I hear you say that?
Actually, we are doubtful whether Subramanian Swamy belongs to citizens of Sri Lanka.
Yes, Mr. Siva.
Mr. Goswami, first of all, I want to refute his statement. It's a baseless allegation that we are voicing for the fishermen because the fishing boats belong to Mr. Balu. That's a very baseless allegation which he always makes whenever he speaks about any subject. That is not the issue. See, even his own BJP party has disowned his statement that it is not an official statement. So long as far as the Sri Lankan issue is concerned, Mr. Dr. Swamy has always been arguing in favor of Rajapakse, and I would like to ask one question. In what capacity he has gone and met with Rajapakse and he has voiced for the release of the fishermen
Mr. Swamy.
and not to release the fishing boats?
Answer that. Answer, Mr. Siva.
In what capacity?
Answer, Mr. Siva. Go ahead.
Yeah, he has to tell that in what capacity he said that. Now the onus is on the BJP government. One of his party men goes and says something against what the government is telling the public. The people of Tamil Nadu are hoping that the government of India would help them, rather the fishermen in Rameswaram and across the seashore of Tamil Nadu.
Mr. Swamy,
they still hope that the government of India would help them from the harassment of the Sri Lankan Navy.
Mr. Swamy, I'd like to say to you,
one of the members.
No, 1 second. Mr. Swamy,
First you stop him from talking. You're not able to control this debate.
No, Mr. Swamy, I'm perfectly capable of controlling the debate. No, my question to you is, Mr. Swamy, I'd like to bring to your attention.
Then do it.
I'd like to bring to your attention, we are live tweeting on the debate, and people are tweeting with the hashtag Swamy on the Newshour. I'm surprised today you've been called anti-national. You've been accused of trading, your own, position for squaring off narrow, small, petty political issues. You are being questioned on what basis you were negotiating with the Sri Lankan government, and you are not even answering once. Mr. Swamy, have these two gentlemen, Mr. Naganathan and Mr. Siva, put you on the back foot?
You please control now don't be stupid. You are not letting me answer, and you're going to say you're not even answering. The moment I answer, they start talking and you go off. Please
very often you do respond. Go ahead, sir.
First of all right, now you ask me a question. Yeah, let me answer. First of all, the DMK has a long history of secession, and they are talking about being anti-national. I can't take notice of it. There's nobody else who's calling me anti-national. Number two, the newspapers like the Indian Express has quoted the Indian fishermen and saying that it is Mr. Balu who forces them to go across into Sri Lankan waters to fish because you get better fish there. So therefore, the issue is that these fishermen are being exploited by the DMK. and they
Sir, did the government
they want to export.
Sir,
fish
who
and
were
so-
you? No, Mr. Siva asks you. Who were you
See, again,
negotiating
it's a
on
baseless
behalf
allegation.
of? He's challenging you.
How can 1%
I-
influence?
Listen, don't talk like a schoolboy as he's challenging me and all that.
Well, he
You have a
is challenging
question,
you, sir.
I
That's
have
nothing
an
like a
answer.
schoolboy on that.
Yeah, all right. I care a damn for whether he challenges me or not. These people have a long history of anti-nationalism. They wanted the British to stay in India. What is their background?
Oh,
So
come
don't
on.
tell me about
What?
nationalism as far as
Come
they
on,
are concerned.
Swamy.
Come on. You did. You were, sir.
You
You were
don't have any
psychophants. You were
credibility to comment
stooges
on
of the
party.
British. On the 15th of August,
don't have any
on the
credibility.
15th of August, you were at the governor's palace
your
begging the
antecedent
British.
is seen by
Yeah,
the
I
people.
don't. Then
They
why
know
are you
who you
are. Diverting the
here?
issue.
Why are you here in the? Why are you here in a debate?
Mr. Swamy, you're
If there's
diverting
no
the issue.
credibility,
Answer
don't
the
waste your
basic
time.
question
You are
Get
not
out.
replying to my question.
Yeah, all right.
You are
You
not
are
replying to
diverting
my
the
question.
issue.
Don't get loose
You
at temper.
are
Who are you?
stooges of the British.
Maintain
So don't
some
talk about
decency,
other
Swamy.
people's
You're a
nationalism.
Supreme Court lawyer.
Now.
Maintain some
Yeah, oh
decency.
yeah. Oh
Basic
yeah.
basic parliamentary language.
You are nobody. You are not anchoring. You are not anchoring here. Stooges of the
We
British
ask
is a
questions,
quite
you are not
parliamentary.
answering. You're losing your temper.
No, you don't know
You're losing
parliament.
your temper. Maintain
now,
your cool.
now I don't know
You maintain your cool.
I don't know from where you have come from, but the fact is that the fishermen did give me a petition. What is laughing away? You're laughing like a silly person.
Oh, come on.
I got these petitions.
on.
You
I
are
gave
doing
it to
that
the
before.
president. Come on, now again you're interrupting. Listen, I don't have to participate in this debate if they go on interrupting. So
Who is
they
that?
don't count for
No
anything.
one
They are
is interrupting.
anti-national. They are for the LTTE. They have already been beaten black and blue by the Sri Lankans, and that's why they are against them.
See, come on, first of all, explain
Where the LTT debate comes in
what's
here?
the reason
Where
behind
is
your
LTT
comments
now?
on the release of the fishing boats? And in what capacity you have gone and spoken with Mr. Rajapaksa? Kindly tell that. Why are you going back? We can also go back, but the debate now is in what capacity you have gone to Sri Lanka and held a discussion with the President of the Sri Lanka.
Have you finished? You go on talking. Do you want to answer a question? I'll answer it. But you have to ask a question and then keep
Please
quiet.
do that.
Learn some manners, I say.
Come on, mind your words, Mr.
So
Swamy.
now I will not mind my words. You are going on interrupting me.
All right, gentlemen,
So I
stay
have
on the
to start
subject.
to teach you
Stay
manners.
on the subject. Stay on the subject. Question asked many times.
So,
in what capacity
now-
did you
now-
negotiate?
Now, may I now, will you please control them so that I can answer
They
this
will be
question?
quiet. We are all listening.
First I got, all right, good. Now I got a petition from the Fishermen Association. I had gone to Sri Lanka to address a meeting there, and the president then invited me to his residence for discussion. At that time I told him that this is the petition I have and what you're going to do about it. And as a consequence, a large number of fishermen, in fact almost all the fishermen were released, and it was a great relief. Now, these are people who cannot ask me this question, who are you negotiating with? You are not the government of India. The government of India is the one that gave me facilitation. The ambassador received me in Colombo and accompanied me. What are you talking about? You don't know anything about diplomacy. You're all a bunch of rowdies.
Bunch of rowdies.
Come on.
Subramaniam
Mind
Swamy,
your
1
words.
second.
Mr.
On the debate, 1 second, Mr. Swamy. Now, Mr. Swamy, who's getting personal?
DMK
Who's
is a
getting
bunch of
personal?
rowdies.
You call them a bunch of rowdies?
There's nothing.
Are you?
Nothing
No,
personal.
this is now personal.
It's a
They
decorum.
engage in violence. They engage in violence.
Control.
No, I'm
And they
requesting.
have a history.
No.
They even
Come on, Arnav.
they have a
You
history.
should condemn
They
that.
even
You should take
they even attacked Mrs. Indira Gandhi in the Madurai railway
Speak
station.
in public.
1 second. I now.
He's antagonizing the whole of Tamil Nadu people and talking like this on a television media, addressing all those who are
You
arguing
can't
or
talk
who are
about
fighting
Tamil
for
Nadu
something in
people.
such a word.
You have been
No, you have to
discredited
tell
in the
them the
2G
word.
spectrum.
In the letter.
You lost the bloody election.
Come on.
Come
Arnav.
on.
Mr. Naganathan now.
You totally lost
What are you talking
You totally
about?
lost politics.
You are not even Tamils, you are all Telugus.
Let us
The
speak
one
for
is
this
with
Oh,
the
Mr.
government.
No, one second.
Such a person
Mr.
is with that party, what will happen?
No, Mr.
And mind
Swamy.
your words.
No, Mr.
Goswami,
Swamy.
you
Who's
should
no?
take
One
the
second,
words.
Mr. Swamy. Who's not
See,
maintaining the
already a
decorum?
antagonized
You know, one
people
second.
have come
No,
now.
you said.
Now the words which you have used now, will bring unnecessary problems here.
No,
You
you
will see
called them
only
a
black
bunch.
flag if he comes to
What problem? There you are. Now he is talking like a rowdy.
Come on.
Now he is talking like a rowdy. He says there been unnecessary problems. What unnecessary problems?
Mind your words, Dr.
You have been
Swamy.
using
This is
violence
not the
all
way we have
along.
to discuss. You call yourself a Harvard professor?
Well,
Mr.
yeah,
Swamy,
you are the way to- you
Mr.
have to
Swamy, I
decide.
would like to
You
point
have
out to
decide.
you. I would like
You
to
have to
point out to
decide.
you. I would like to point out to you the number of instances Mr. Modi has raised the plight of India's fishermen and most crucially the threat to their livelihoods when they have been either killed or arrested. Now, Mr. Swamy, please hear me for a minute. Whether these boats are owned by X or Y, as you allege, they are part of fishermen's livelihoods. So what are these people saying? They are saying if you are going and negotiating, A, they are asking on whose behalf you are negotiating. B, they are saying you should have negotiated that the boats also be returned. They are saying that you used the opportunity to square off your political hatred, that you hate Jayalalithaa and you hate Karunanidhi, and you are using your position today to settle your political scores. Now, Mr. Swamy, you can call them rowdies. You can say they are not even Tamils. You can call them anti-national, but please answer my question. And by the way, we are tweeting live on the subject. Swamy on the news. Mr. Swamy, please respond. The question is of their livelihood.
The question is that the fishermen only wanted me to ensure that their people are released. No one talked to me about the boats. None of the boat owners spoke to me about it. So I had to only represent the fishermen, and I didn't say don't give the boats. It is Mr. Rajapaksa who said,
Will
I
you
will
hear
not give
Mr.
the boats.
Naganathan's response?
I said, all right, that is another matter.
Counter from Mr. Naganathan, please, of youth.org. Yes, Mr. Naganathan. He wants to respond to you.
I want to ask Subramanian, what fishermen association, kindly name the fishermen association who came to you, who gave this petition to you. What is the anonymous petition? The question is very clear. Why don't you ask the retrieval of Kachativu? Why are you not asking about retrieval of Kachativu to give a permanent solution to the fishermen?
As far as the petition is concerned, I'll have to go to my records to see who did it. And you don't tell me there is only one association. There are many associations. And
Name them, please.
Therefore,
Name them, please.
And as far as Kachativu is come on now, don't interrupt. This is why I call you a rowdy. Now,
Come
what
on,
I am
man.
saying
You
is
should get a psychiatrist's
that,
opinion. You can't lose your temper.
Come on now. Again you're interrupting. The government of India, the Attorney General has filed an affidavit in the High Court of Madras saying there is no question of taking Kachativu back. That is the government of India's position. You go and quarrel with the government of India. Don't ask me about Kachativu.
Subramanian Swamy.
Karunanidhi who gave Kachativu to Sri Lanka. Do you know that? You don't know any history. That's the problem.
See, we have also filed a case. We have been insisting repeatedly. See, don't skip the
What
issue.
it was Mr. Karunanidhi who gave permission to Indira Gandhi
He has
to give
always
it.
voiced to retrieve Kachativu. Even now, we have been voicing for that.
Or retrieve. Why did you agree to give it in the first place?
Without the consent.
Why did you agree to give it in the first place? In 1974, you gave Indira Gandhi permission. You gave your okay to give Kachativu to Sri Lanka. You did this. It was an anti-national act on your part.
That was our stand. How can you say that? We were not a
You
party
said it in 1974. I can produce the records. This is Mr. Karunanidhi's concurrence. Mrs. Indira Gandhi got.
We are not for conceding Kachativu to Sri Lanka, and we have been voicing
You gave Kachativu to Sri Lanka.
No, we have passed a resolution in the assembly, and we have insisted the central government not to concede Kachativu.
When? You didn't file it. You didn't pass it in 1974.
Mr. Swamy, did the government of India...
1974?
No, Mr. Swamy. Mr. Swamy, the question is very serious. 1 second. 3 minutes on the debate, and our viewers will judge whether you win or lose the debate. Mr. Swamy, my question to you is this. Did the government of India brief you or tell you that when you go to Sri Lanka, ensure that the ships don't come back? Or did you take the decision yourself?
Never.
Therefore,
that's a foolish.
What's foolish?
Question.
What's foolish about the question?
I'll tell you why it's foolish.
What's foolish about the question?
I'll tell you what is foolish. You're going on and on about it. I said that Mr. Rajapaksa said I will not give the boats back. And I said I have come for the fishermen. As far as boats is concerned, I'm not concerned with it.
Why did you not
keep it?
Why did you not say we want the boats back? Were you not concerned about the livelihood of the fishermen?
Because
of the owners of the boats were exploiting the fishermen. And who are the owners of the boats?
Statements. It has appeared in the Indian Express.
And who are the owners of the boats?
You should take some trouble.
And who are the owners of the boats, Ms. Dr. Swamy?
Why did you do some reading?
Why don't you show me some research? Who are the owners of the boats?
You want me to show it on this?
I want you to tell me, or I want you to take back the allegations. Who are the owners?
I am telling you who are the... Mr. T.R. Balu is an owner of the boats. Let him deny it.
Show me the papers.
How many boats is one? How many boats are repeating?
Show me the papers.
Our seas.
How many times you have been wrong on times now?
I have been wrong not once, Mr. Swamy. And who else is the owner of the boats? And who are the owners of the boats? No, who are the owners of the boats? You also say that
I told you Mr. Balu owns
you say
yes, she also owns the boats.
He is not the only person who owns all the boats.
And you have a problem with Shashikala because
his boats are not used by
you
the
have a
fishermen.
problem with Shashikala? What is your problem with Shashikala?
You don't have to psychoanalyze. You're an amateur. You don't know. It's a question of national interest that we are talking about.
When I ask you a probing question,
people who are secessionists.
Sir, I read. I'll tell you this, Dr. Swamy. I'll tell you this, Dr. Swamy. Each of your intemperate insults is water of a duck's back for me. But I will say this. Your insults are what? I'm telling you, you're an opinionated person who doesn't let anybody else talk. Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's all right. Now, Mike, I never look for a compliment from a politician. I'm asking you.
And the Twitter will confirm it.
I am looking at your letter, right? And you write in this letter to Narendra Modi, Mr. Modi, I write this letter to you, etc., etc. I think it is dated today. And you say my success vis-a-vis the fishermen has rattled Ms. Jayalalithaa, who has made it a business of the plight of fishermen by doing nothing about it, but only writing letters to you, etc., etc. Now, aren't you the same person who organized the historic tea party between Jayalalithaa and Sonia Gandhi? Just your relationship went sour. And you're fighting out your political rivalries in public, Mr. Swamy. And as a result of it, who loses?
What has this got to do with? What has this got to do with?
Don't you have a rivalry with Jayalalithaa?
What is this got to? You want
Don't
to
you have a rivalry with Jayalalithaa? Don't you have
what about the DMK aligning with Sonia Gandhi after she called them the killers of Rajiv Gandhi and brought down the Gujarat government?
So you concede everything you do has to do with domestic politics?
We have never not got anything to do with domestic politics. I went and got fishermen relief, and these people are jealous. They couldn't do it. They turned out to be important.
So please, sir, be careful with the choice of words. As a law,
how can you level a charge and
you not parliamentary word?
You make all allegations, and how do you expect us not to refute that?
So I think we should be careful.
What allegations? You have been found guilty in the 2G spectrum scam.
What we are discussing,
I think now we are moving away from the issue.
We can talk a lot about you, Mr. Swamy.
You're the most corrupt party in the history of Tamil Nadu.
Stick to the discussion which we are about
discussing about. Exceeding your limits.
You are not
you're somebody to draw the limits.
But you are going
you are such corrupt people. You have been caught red-handed.
A huge battle breaks out
Who
with
are you to say
Jayalalithaa,
that?
one second, with
Who are you to say
Jayalalithaa
that?
writing a letter.
Your antecedent is seen by the people of this country.
Mr. Naganathan, I'll give you just a minute.
My antecedents. Your
I'll just give you a minute.
Are in Andhra.
Arnav.
I'll just give you 1 minute, but I'd say this, that Subramaniam Swamy is now today in the middle of a big controversy. Jayalalithaa writes a letter to the Prime Minister questioning what Subramaniam Swamy did vis-a-vis the boats of fishermen when he went to meet Rajapakse. She said he has no business to compromise there. He says I should be congratulated instead. Do you think Modi will back Subramaniam Swamy, or do you think Modi will side with Jayalalithaa on this? That issue is still, the jury is still out on that one. But yes, Mr. Naganathan, what was your point? Let's not start another battle. Let's make a quick point because you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing personal, please.
Not only Jayalalithaa, nothing personal. Not only Jayalalithaa, even the Tamil Nadu BJP president has given a complaint to the BJP High Command regarding the Subramaniam Act. I want his response for that.
You won't respond. Your party is complaining against you.
I don't know where my party is doing anything against me. Nobody has spoken to me about it. If somebody writes something to somebody,
it's
unless it is brought to my notice, how can I take notice? And so what is in the papers? Thousands of things are in the papers.
Even you quoted a paper, Indian Express paper.
Of course I did. That was quoting your fishermen. You are saying the fishermen are telling lies.
I'm quoting the Tamil Nadu BJP president.
Which is why
you
I said...
may quote, no one has told me that the Tamil Nadu president has said anything.
Which is
Nobody
why...
in Delhi has said anything to me.
You
mind your business. This is an internal party matter. You don't come into the picture.
All right, Subramaniam Swamy, Mr. Naganathan and T. Shiva of the DMK. Let's see where this controversy goes. When a controversy involves Jayalalithaa and Subramaniam Swamy, you can be sure it's not going to end in a day. Thank you very much for joining me on debate number 3 on the Newshour tonight.